Psychic mediums claim to be able to communicate with people in the afterlife or spirit world. Researchers have attempted to gather evidence to determine the authenticity of these claims. Skeptics claim that the positive results of some mediums are purely the result of guesswork and cold reading. Cold reading is the term used to describe when broad, high-probability statements are used to gain positive results. The individual or sitter may inadvertently give away clues as to the accuracy of these statements through their body language or other visual or verbal cues. This allows a medium to shape the information they reveal to the individual and appear as if they are gaining access to the information from a supernatural source. This is related to the Barnum effect. Schwartz et al. In 2000 carried out an investigation where two women acted as sitters. This meant that they had a psychic reading done for them. These women were over 40 and had experienced recent bereavements. 5 mediums carried out readings for these two women without being able to see them and hearing them answer only yes or no to their questions. The women were asked to judge the accuracy of the information revealed by the mediums. The results were positive, as the women rated the accuracy around 80%. This was compared to only 30% when the statements were rated by a group of students who they did not relate to. O'Keefe and Wiseman in 2005 carried out a study where 5 mediums gave readings for 5 participants. The 25 readings were read and rated for relevance by the participants. This meant they were reading some statements aimed at them directly and many which were not. Not so good for the mediums this time, as the participants rated the ones that were for them as less relevant than the ones that were not. Clearly there are some inconsistencies in the evidence in this area. The positive results for the first study could be due to cold reading. The high rating for relevance of the reading by the women over 40 might have had more to do with the fact that the statements used by the mediums would be tailored to women of this age, more so than the younger university students used as a comparison. Therefore, the internal validity of this study is actually quite low. Belief is a source of inevitable bias in these studies, as it's unlikely that a researcher driven to investigate this and other types of exceptional experience is going to be neutral in their views. As a fringe area, anomalistic experience tends to be of interest to those who wish to support the supernatural basis, or do the opposite and out it as fabrication. Therefore, investigators are likely to be either believers or skeptics. This is likely to influence the methods used and the interpretation of findings. We will now examine belief in the paranormal basis of these phenomena in relation to your wider knowledge of anomalistic psychology and psychology as a whole. You've already studied explanations into the functions of belief. Belief in exceptional experience is likely to serve the same functions as any other paranormal belief system. The psychodynamic approach would argue that belief fulfills a need to reduce anxiety. It makes us feel better and gives us an escape from reality. This is obviously at an unconscious level. Alternatively, belief in exceptional experience might have evolved. It might be safer to assume that healing does work, or that mediums can contact the dead, rather than reject this idea, as we've something to gain if it's true, but perhaps nothing to lose if it isn't. Research suggests that believers have a tendency towards neuroticism and are more likely to have an external locus of control. A belief in mediums may represent the greater need of the neurotic to reduce anxiety from the loss of loved ones. Belief in psychic healing may represent a tendency to see other people or other forces as in control of one's fate or even health. Research suggests that believers may lack logical reasoning skills. They may misjudge probabilities and see links where there are none. This might lead individuals to be more likely to believe the claims of healers or mediums and dismiss more rational arguments for their apparent success. This success of cold reading techniques clearly shows that by chance mediums can be right some of the time, even without any genuine ability. A believer may be less likely to see this and judge any success as significant. Biological factors might also be important in helping us to understand why some people believe in exceptional experience. Research suggests that high levels of dopamine, or dominance of the right hemisphere, and brain areas such as the temporoparietal junction might play a role in these kinds of experiences. If these experiences are not genuine, then it's possible that people who believe in them are actually deceiving us. Furthermore, they may actually be deceiving themselves. We can understand this deception through evolutionary and psychodynamic principles. It is probably a mistake to try to understand belief in exceptional experience in isolation from other belief systems. Belief shapes experience, and experiences in turn shape belief. We appear to be no closer within our current scientific paradigm to understanding these exceptional experiences.